thoughts?
Yeah, is this the ultimate Canadian experience?
We're doing a canoe circuit.
A canoe trip, boys.
It's a different experience to hiking.
Yeah.
Bowron Lake circuit.
Except for tipping over on a canoe, we've done everything with a canoe, man. And we're nailing it.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
We started our trip on the first week of September. We rented a car in Prince George and drove to the location. We stayed 2 nights at the Becker's lodge before and after the trip. They treated us super well. Just be careful with what you order from the menu, as you may end up having a grizzly enormous pancake. It was huge, but really tasty. I had done a lot of kayaking in the past, but Caroline had never paddled before. Either way, we felt at home immediately after we jumped on our canoe. A 17 inches Clipper Prospector, a very comfortable and stable canoe, perhaps a bit slow. Based on my very limited experience, I would say this model is definitely suited for beginners. Things seem very easy until they're not. Otherwise, ask the few people who capsized going down Isaac River. If you don't know how to quickly and properly steer a canoe, you may end up hitting a dead head, getting stuck on a sweeper or worse. And then there's the weather, that can also pose a challenge. You should better be comfortable getting to shore quickly should you have to. When it comes to navigation, if you know the basics, this is mostly an easy one. All we needed was the park brochure. Both Isaac and Bowron Lake are prone to get windy, especially in the afternoon, so plan your day accordingly. If you're using a cart for the portages, which I strongly recommend, the maximum weight you can have on the canoe, obviously while on a portage, is 28 kilos or 60 pounds. We loved the dynamics of a multi-day canoe trip, the paddling and the portages, the spectacular views, the breaks on the shore, and the cinematic foggy mornings. All in all, the Bowron's canoe circuit is a phenomenal adventure. Problem is, I now dream of going to the remote Yukon and paddling down those wild rivers. You can check all the information in the links I'll leave in the video description. After the initial portage and having conquered the first lake of the trip, we felt ready to tackle our first big lake to paddle through, Indianpoint Lake. While enjoying the views and still familiarizing with the canoeing experience, we made it across and got into the third portage of the day.
We had camp spot 10, I believe, on the Bowron Lake circuit. Started 11:15, arrived around 3:30, so pretty good. We did 16K coming here. We had to do 3 portages between 800 meters to 2K. Beginning was a bit stressful because everyone kind of starts at the same time, but now people are spreading out. So far so good, still no rain.
In the morning, we woke up well rested and ready to make progress on the largest lake of the trip, Isaac Lake. But before we set off, we enjoyed our morning coffee looking at the very pretty views. Captain.
The captain.
Captain on the boat.
A very useful.
Attention, sailor. Getting back on the canoe felt great. We both felt like paddling some more. Throughout this trip, the views are incredibly pretty. We are in Isaac Lake at the turning point. We're gonna start going southbound just now. Caroline is paddling towards the Caribou Mountains. The weather is definitely changing for rainy times. The water is a bit choppy. Just tell me how things are going and whatnot.
Yeah, it's going well. I'm getting a bit tired, so I would like to have the lunch break.
We just arrived to this cabin. Caroline is collecting water. She's very cold. Apparently got very cold as we got off the canoe. And so I think she's just running low on calories. It took a while to arrive here in the end. We're just gonna prepare our lunch and I will take her a long way. I think she said this is campsite 21 perhaps. On day 2 we made it from camp 10 to 23. When we finally arrived we were tired, but it was a great day. Camp 23 is very basic. We're having a very good time. We're gonna have dinner now and chill out. Morning guys, here we're in Isaac Lake. Today the plan is to finish this lake. We're about maybe 4K or so to finish it. We're a bit tired today from yesterday. We did our canoe record. About 28K or something in this slow boat. On day 3, Isaac Lake and the weather began to show its ugly face. We could hear thunders and we thought it was going to pour down heavily. On the lake, it got a bit windy and choppy. We decided to pitch a tent and sit it out.
Super Swiss knife husband knows how to do everything.
So guys, we're set up and so far no rain. Caroline was more inclined to put the mileage until she heard the thunderstorms and saw the lightnings. Then she was convinced that maybe we should be pitching a tent.
Started thundering and we were like, oh, let's go to this campsite. It was 26.
We are ahead of schedule. We were planning this for 7 days. We were gonna do it in 5 or earlier. So who wants to rush? This is beautiful.
And then we saw lightning and we had quite a bit of thunder and we decided to pitch the tent. So far no rain, but let's see. Yesterday we did from number 10, we did all the way up and we were all the way down. One camp at 22, it was full, so we went to 23. And then now we made this little stretch at 26, thunderstorm. We had chorizo and cheese, like a tapita.
Beyond a bit of light rain and the day looking like the apocalypse was round the corner, nothing major happened. We packed the tent and continued further south. You can choose to go down a mini rapid and then brave some sort of swift waters called the roller coaster, or you can do a quick portage and leave all that for more experienced canoeists.
We checked out the Chute at campsite 28 just next doors. Confess.
I will do that in the blink of an eye. Check it out. It's just...
Confess.
Confess what?
If you want to do the Chute.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to do the roller coaster?
No.
Also not?
No, I don't want any of this.
It's alright.
No, it's not alright.
Yes.
I will hear about it tonight.
No, we portage. We portage.
No, because I will hear about it until the end of my life.
No. Instead of continuing with the Portage, we decided to paddle back to Camp 27 and stay there overnight in a cozier place just by ourselves.
We finished the beast.
Finish the beast.
Finished the beast. 38K.
We're in campsite 27. We decided to call it a day here because we had this portage and a river and avoid a waterfall that can kill you. So we decided, okay, we're a bit tired. Let's just stay here, just relax and recover for tomorrow. Enjoy the views and enjoy ourselves. Remember, there is a potentially fatal waterfall in this section. You must get out of the water and do a small portage to avoid it. Then you get back into Isaac River, which to me was the most enjoyable part of the circuit in terms of fun. We aim at finishing South Lake today and pitch somewhere over there in one of those campsites. We need to do about 3K portage and a 5K river. That should really help with the going. Should be fun. In the morning, we headed to the Portage, got it done nice and easy, then jumped back on the canoe to get Isaac River done. You see that thing in front of you? That probably is a rock that you should be spotting, okay? You see it? You see it here? Alright. So now you know. So we get on the center of this little thing, okay? I just don't see very well, but it should be this way. There you go. Bump! The canoe wants to tip over here, see? Now holding. Works very well. So you saw it, guys. No big deal. But you definitely don't want to have a very heavy canoe, otherwise things get iffy. Looking good. That's it. Yeah. Bit chilly the water, but nothing to write home about. Definitely warmer than some other river crossings, the Narrowway River and whatnot. Definitely warmer than that. All right, now we do this. You took the cart away. Nice and smooth. And that's it, off we go. The cart goes here. No, the other way around. Yeah, just grab it here. And that's it. I think we're ready to go. We are on the river now, and it's very nice to be here. And Caroline is doing great. The current is very nice. Really was looking forward to some current like now. Very easy. Switch sides. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Relax. Current is doing the job. We're good. That's probably a blowdown here. The river section has been definitely more entertaining, more fun, nothing to write home about. Caroline got very cold in this section, so we stopped at campsite 32. It was okay for a lunch break. If I was you, I would definitely avoid staying here overnight. 32 is not a very nice campsite. It's kind of cozy, but it's just boggy wet. All the path to the tent sites. Even the tent sites are just a little bit boggy, but we're gonna have a break. And the wind is blowing this way. My wife is cold, definitely. Sun is coming out. There were some clouds, so now the wife will be happier, hopefully. Here we are in Lanezi Lake. It's very beautiful, this south side of the circuit is beautiful. We probably continue to Camp 36. People say it's beautiful and we need a break, but we just want to put just that tiny more mileage, and then we're gonna have a lunch break and we're going to rest, and we're just gonna keep going. Both Caroline and I agreed that we enjoyed Isaac and Lanezi Lake the most. Isaac looks rough and Lanezi Lake has beautiful tall mountains alongside it. Very beautiful, trust me.
So this morning it took us from campsite 27 to the beginning of Lake Lanezi. It took us 2 hours 45 minutes.
So that's the Portage and all in the river,
and the river and everything.
The 5.2k of the river, And then,
from the beginning of Lake Lanezi to here, campsite 36 took us 2 hours 20.
Right now we are a bit tired.
Yes, very much.
But
it's beautiful here.
It's just nice to stop and go, and then you just refresh yourself, and then you admire the beauty again when you're not wasted.
This is a very nice campsite.
Yeah. The canoeing thing is interesting.
Yeah, so when I'm hiking, I'm always super hungry after 2 hours. In canoeing, I'm not ever really hungry, but then I eat something and I eat way more than hiking.
Yeah, I've never seen this beast eating like that. She put down herself like a chunk of cheese, like half a chorizo. That was meant to be both our tapa, and then because I saw her being cheating the whole thing, it became a tapazo, so to call it for her. And I just let her enjoy it, But I was like astonished.
Says the person who eats 200 grams of oats, but anyway.
In a good day.
Yeah. Oh, here's a Sherpa.
I'm just gonna land the backpack here. Oh, today I have a bit of help.
All right.
Wow.
This is the view, yes. And we have a living room here. We have a table. This is a pretty cool table.
Spot here.
Yeah.
We had a great night here. We fell asleep looking at the stars. Cowboy Camping is always so special. I just love it. And super quiet here. What a lovely place. What a truly special night here. Cowboy camping nights are always so special. We just left the campsite and we are rowing towards a river. Caroline is putting hard work here while I'm vlogging. I make sure I take a long time. It's very pretty here with all this fog and whatnot. We're onto this river and with the fog it's just so cinematic. I love it. We're finishing this river and we're trying to connect to the next lake, and we both definitely enjoying this a lot. Babcock Creek Portage. Beautiful, man. And now we need to find how the ride looks like, because there's a I see what you mean. Okay, I more or less see it now. Enjoy the ride, okay? Yeah. Alright, seems like we're on a stack.
There on the left.
No. There were a few short and easy portages to do, which felt good to stretch our legs a bit. We're doing this Babcock or something portage. Very nice. We sat for lunch at the end of the last portage in an available campsite. By the way, this is how your toilets look like. Push, wait, I need. There you go. We just did a small portage, like very brief. We have a portage ahead of us, and then we get to a bigger lake again. On the way, I headed towards a group of people to see if we could get some gas from them. It was a group of Canadians. Unfortunately, we ran out of gas, but now I'm going to introduce you to our saver for tonight and tomorrow. Dinner and breakfast saver. It's you.
It's me.
Tim. You saved us.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, baby.
There you go. That's our angel. Shortly after we left, we hesitated a bit as to which way to take to Swan Lake and whether we were heading in the right direction. We made it to campsite 51. This is Swan Lake. It's been a very interesting section here with vegetation reaching out to the surface. It was kind of interesting. We're gonna have dinner now and then just call it a day. We're tired. Tomorrow we'll be finishing this. Maybe 3 hours at most. Here we are heading towards the end of the Bowron Lakes circuit. And we had a fantastic night here. We shared the campsite with a pair of brothers from South Africa. It was really nice. And now we go to what seems to be a very nice area ahead of us.
Bowron River. And then we finish. And I still have my cold, but
yeah, it's got a bit of a cold. Yeah, self-diagnosed cold.
Or I'm coughing.
Both Caroline and I had absolutely loved this trip, but I'll be honest, when we got to Bowron Lake, we just treated it as an obstacle that laid in between of us and a hot shower. We had such a phenomenal time, and everybody we met was friendly and nice. If you're thinking about it, just go and do it. You're gonna have a great time. Needless to say, we were in high spirits when we arrived, and we celebrated our first canoe adventure with a hot shower and a massive, grizzly, enormous lunch. Yes!
Made it!
Made it! Yes!
Becker's laundry room. Amazing husband.
Well done, well done. Well done, wife.
Good, good. I mean, the last lake was a bit
Long?
long.
The boat too slow?
Yes, yeah, the boat was a bit slow, but we made it.
Yay.
Not a single drop of rain. It was an interesting experience, different from hiking for sure. Way more hungry, but feel less hungry. It's a bit strange.
Well guys, so we're done with this first canoe trip.
Yes.
It was not challenging at all.
5.5 days.
The biggest challenge was how slow the freaking canoe is.
Yeah.
So get a kayak if you can, or slow down yourself. Very enjoyable trip, definitely recommended. Just bring food, a lot of food, way more than you think you're gonna have,
Yes.
because you will eat it.
I ate more than hiking, or maybe it was a accumulation of hiking and canoeing.
Yeah, she ate like a beast, and I don't even want to tell you what I had. Breakfast, 400 grams of oats with stuff. Anyway, so very enjoyable trip for sure. And
It's amazing.
what else?
Husband.
And that's it.
Husband knows how
That's
to
it.
navigate.
Next up, Arctic winter.
Okay.